This is the data entry form for the behavior tool. And so I'll just give you a brief overview at first here. We collect student name, the subject, block and time, and then we collect five different behaviors. We collect engage and participate, respectful and appropriate interactions, stay in assigned area, take care of property and environment, and transition appropriately. And for each of these behavior areas, the student gets rated whether they did not meet the expectation, partially met the expectation, or met the expectation. So let me show you how I enter this data. The first thing I do is I enter a student name, and let's choose Bob Cratchit. And then let's say Bob Cratchit is in science. And the best way to do this is to collect by block and time. But we can set this up so that there are only 3 periods in your day, so you don't have to collect as much data initially. But eventually, you want to collect data for every block. As you get used to this tool, it gets easier and easier. Let's say we're in block 3. And then engage and participate includes all these attributes. Be prepared for class, listen to follow directions, complete expected work, participate in class discussions, ask clarifying questions, and focus on task at hand. And we want to reflect for a second here and think, did Bob Cratchit do this stuff? And I'm going to say he met that expectation. The next one is respectful and appropriate interactions. And that's something that our students tend to struggle with. And let's say that Bob had a bad interaction with another student. And it was bad enough that I'm going to say he did not meet this expectation. Did Bob Cratchit stay in the assigned area? I'm going to say he met that expectation. Did he take care of property and environment? Was Bob throwing papers all over the floor? Was he not using equipment appropriately? That's what I want to reflect on when I'm thinking about this data. And I'm going to say that Bob met this expectation. Did he transition appropriately? Wait to be dismissed, followed hallway walking directions, stay with cohort, transition between tasks appropriately, be on time, and enter the classroom responsibly. And let's say he partially met this because at the beginning of class, he ran into the classroom yelling or something. So we'll say partially met. We also have this comment area. So let's say Bob Cratchit had his head down for 10 minutes. And I want to put that in the comment. Head down for 10 minutes. And then I just press submit, and that will save this piece of data. So as you can see, entering this data is pretty easy. Initially, it's going to take you a minute or two to enter each student because you're not used to it. You'll have to really think about, did they engage and participate? How am I going to rate them for their interactions? But once you get used to it, you'll actually be observing students in the classroom, and you'll be thinking in advance about how you're going to rate each student in the classroom. And in the end, I think it takes less than 30 seconds per student to enter this data. Anyway, thank you for watching.